everyone. I wanted to review the Escape Campervan Big Sur for you. So there are three models of the campervan. They have a small one I can't remember the name of, and I think it's the Santa Fe. And then there is the Maverick, which is their most popular rental, and then the Big Sur, which is the biggest of the rentals. So I just really wanted quickly to tell you about this rental. We had it for about 9 nights. Let you know what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, and go from there. So I'm going to flip this camera around and show you guys what there is about this. Okay, so first off, all the Big Sur vans are a Ford 350 model van, and they're all hand painted, and each of them are different. And this one's really cool. It's like orange and mountainy on one side, and then we're going to walk around to the other side, and it's like beach, desert, fun, and then the back is even more different with some mountain bikers on it. So very cool. You will have this across the back of your van as you're driving it around, so just be aware of that. You will have people probably stop and ask you about the van, so be aware of that. In the back of the van is the kitchen. So it comes with a pump water sink. We rented the kitchen kit, I think it was about $40. And it comes with a cutting board, some bowls, 2 plates, a couple pans. The liquid soap and lighter in here are ours that we're gonna leave. It comes with a stove that pulls out. And this is just your typical camping stove that takes the Coleman fuel. The fuel has to be provided. It is not provided for you. So that takes care of that. It tucks in nice and neat right here. There's a little bit of storage space over here for kitchen items, and then here it has a Dometic fridge in it, which is quite a good size. Kept things really cold. And then it came with silverware with part of our kitchen kit. Okay, so I think that's it with the back. I will say this. This shelf here is really high, and I'm not short by any means. I'm about 5'6", but this was really hard to do anything with. And this was kind of high as well if I wanted to rinse dishes or wash dishes. So for me, I had to stand on the bumper and kind of just lean over and use that. So that is a thought. If you back up in campgrounds to the curb thing, then you could step up on that and use that as well as a step. But overall, it worked well for us while we were on the road. All right, so now to look at the inside of the bed and table. The fridge runs on a solar panel that's on the top of the van. And it does whistle a little bit when you're driving down the road, so something to be aware of. So it does have this row of seats. So if you're traveling with a larger group, you can travel with up to 5 people. So just have this row of seats. This row of seats is not removable. Sorry, we're doing this at an airport hotel because we leave. I forgot to do this at the campground. So this provided to be a little bit of a challenge with these seats. The bed is a queen size, and this all opens up and lays flat and becomes a queen size bed, which was fine. We did buy a foam topper for it while we were out here to put on top of it because it was just a little too hard for my liking. So when we were traveling, we had the bed open the whole time. You can see the table back there, right there, and there's a spot under this blue bag to put the table, so if you wanted to set up for work or dining or whatever, you could. We never did because it was just a pain to keep changing from bed to table, bed to table. There are also drawers under here for storage that we did not use. What we ended up doing was unpacking our suitcase and kind of putting all the clothes in the corner, and then we had to store our suitcase up here. Dirty clothes went under the bed, and that worked out pretty well. We did rent the bedding from Escape Campervans as well because we flew in. We didn't want to have to buy a lot while we were here. So I wanted to share with you the one thing that was kind of an issue for us. And I gotta move suitcases to show you this. I'll be right back. So when the bed is out, I'm sitting in the back right now. When the bed is out, it comes all the way across here, okay? Has a little leg that goes down in there to keep it level. So when both these doors are shut, go ahead and shut that door, Alan. And the bed is out to there, you have to literally squeeze your way and do some aerobics to get through this little tiny spot because this row of chairs is in the way. So that was one thing we did not like about the van, that it was just real challenging to get from the bed out of the van. I liked to get dressed in the mornings kind of up in this upper seat area. So to get from the bed through about 6 inches of space, maybe not that small, but it felt like it. And up here was a bit of a challenge, but we made it happen. The Maverick van, I believe, does not come with this row of seats, or if it does, it folds down. I have to check into that, but we would try the Maverick van next because I hated these seats, hated them. They were just a bigger pain than it was worth. Riding in the van was fine. It is a big step up for me from here to the seat, so getting in the van wasn't an issue. Getting out, I always felt like I was kind of falling out. I'm kind of graceful like that, but you do set up kind of high, and it drove well, it rode well. Lots of pockets for storage up here for all your camping stuff. It's easy to go from between the seats into the back. Well, easy enough. The one thing you can't do is access the kitchen stuff while you're in the car. So if you wanted to like grab a soda out of the cooler, you cannot do that while the car is moving. You have to pull over and go around to the back and get the stuff out of the cooler that way. So keep that in mind. Besides that, I think that's everything. It does have a backup camera on it, which was very, very helpful. It didn't do too bad with gas. I forget, we drove just about 1,100 miles, and we probably put a couple $100 in it, which I didn't think was terrible. So there are the 12-volt chargers in here, so you do have to have the cigarette lighter thing attachment. It does not have a USB. So I think that is everything. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be putting this on the blog as well, so you can see it there. I guess we could have picked our van out, maybe the paint job at the place, but instead we just took whichever one they gave us. But they do have a variety of them, and I think I have some pictures of the different ones that I'll add to the blog post. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.